When you need to build up your team to handle the growing chaos at work, use Indeed Sponsored Jobs. It gives your job post the boost it needs to be seen and helps reach people with the right skills, certifications, and more. Spend less time searching and more time actually interviewing candidates who check all your boxes. Listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. That's Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply. Need a hiring hero? This is a job for Indeed Sponsored Jobs.
This episode is brought to you by State Farm. You know those friends who support your preference for podcasts over music on road trips? That's the energy State Farm brings to insurance. With over 19,000 local agents, they help you find the coverage that fits your needs, so you can spend less time worrying about insurance and more time enjoying the ride. Download the State Farm app or go online at statefarm.com. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Charli xcx, Spring Summer 26, let's talk about it. How y'all doing? Welcome to Let's Talk About It, Music Reviews Season 12. How y'all doing? Welcome to the show. We got a pretty good episode for you today. We are back talking about some Charli xcx. She's back with her second single off this album, or I don't know, it's going to be a new album. Hopefully it's a good album. Every time I keep fucking talking about this woman, maybe a couple of singles sound good, and then I sit down and listen to a full project, and I just want to, bash my fucking head in a window and, call it a goddamn day. Maybe, jump off a damn cliff sometimes because, Lord, that soundtrack album kind of had me scarred, all right? I'm a little scared for this album. But anyways, enough about that. We got this song right here, Spring Summer 26. Let's talk about it. Now, I will say, this is probably some of the best, vocals that I've heard from Charli xcx. The singing is actually, I'd say, pretty fucking good on here. But let's get into the instrumental. Now, the instrumental is so bare bones that it kind of blows my mind a little bit. I see on Twitter, Charli xcx wants to make rock music. And there's hints. There's little hints of rock music, I guess, in this song. But also, I'm just going to be real with you. I feel like we're just kind of going halfway. You don't want to go the full way. So you're going to make really bare bones, terrible guitar sounds, and really shitty EQ drums throughout the whole entire song. How does that make any fucking sense? If you say you're going to go into this genre, you're going to, switch it up and do a completely different genre, I feel like you should go all the way with it. And this is my problem.
I'm Livy Dunn, All-American gymnast and Viore athlete. When you travel and train as much as I do, you find happiness where you are. On the mat or on the sand, movement and comfort are essential. That's why I live in Performance Joggers by Viore. Made from dream knit fabric that's made of 89% recycled materials, effortlessly soft and made to move as much as I do. My happiness starts here, in the softest joggers on the planet. Get 20% off your first purchase at Viore.com/Libby. That's VUORI.com/LIVVY. Exclusions apply. Not only will you receive 20% off your first purchase, but enjoy free shipping on U.S. orders over $75 and free returns. Go to Viore.com/Libby and discover the full versatility of Viore clothing. Exclusions apply. Visit the website for full terms and conditions.
This episode is brought to you by Redfin. You're listening to a podcast, which means you're probably multitasking. Maybe even scrolling home listings on Redfin, saving homes without expecting to get them. But Redfin isn't just built for endless browsing. It's built to help you find and own a home. With agents who close twice as many deals, when you find the one, you've got a real shot at getting it. Get started at redfin.com. Own the dream.
When artists want to switch genres, they want to, try something new, and they say it. It's not us. It's not people listening to music going, hey, you should switch your shit up. You should switch your sound up. You should do this. You should do that. Honestly, nobody's saying you should switch genres. Half the time, it's just these artists going on interviews, going on whatever and saying, I'm going to do something completely different. I'm going to, Charli xcx, the dance floor is dead. I'm going to make rock music now. Okay, so I listen to this song, Spring Summer 26, and I go, so you don't want to make rock music, you want to make pop music, but you want to still say you're making rock music. So you have these little hints, these little fucking hints of rock music. You know, it just makes no damn sense to me. You know, go all the way or don't even try, because, you know, when you do this halfway bullshit, when you do this like 20% in way, guess what? Your music sounds 20% in way. Your music sounds halfway in. That's what happens when you do this shit. And that's my big problem. You know, this song doesn't know what it wants to be because there's these constant switch ups that are making absolutely no sense to me. I'm hearing shitty guitar. I'm hearing shitty EQ drums. I'm hearing these no experimental sound effects to make this shit even sound cool. It just sounds like I'm like driving through and like my fucking radio is like busted. Like that's what this instrumental sounds like. And then there's these hints of like these nice sounding synths, these nice sounding keys that don't really have any correlation with the other sounds of the instrumental. So I'm just left here being like, well, where the fuck is like the rock music? Where the fuck is, you know, this new sound? Because honestly, this sounds like any other fucking Charli xcx pop song. It just blows my mind. Motherfuckers want to say, I'm going to do something new. Fuck this old genre. I'm going to try this. I'm going to do this. And then you listen to their songs and you're like, well, where's the trying something new? Now, don't get me wrong. This is some really good vocals. This is some really good singing from Charli xcx. I won't deny that. But here's what my also problem is. You make such a generic sounding song and you do your beginning verse. Not a bad beginning verse. Vocals are sounding good. The song is sounding fine. All right. And then I do like that switch up to the hook, because the hook is completely different from the first verse and the second verse. But then let's talk about the second verse. I get into the second verse and it's the exact same copy and paste as the first verse. So we only put the effort into the beginning verse and the hook, and we called it a fucking day for the rest of the damn song. You know? That's my big problem with this shit. It sounds cut, copied, and paste, and that's kind of just it. That's all you're getting. And then you hear, you know, some little hints of some fucking synth keys at the end, you know, that sound completely different from the whole entire song.
You may think you know McDonald's drinks, but you don't know them like this. From fruity refreshers like the Strawberry Watermelon Refresher and the Mango Pineapple Refresher with popping boba, to crafted sodas like the Sprite Berry Blast with berry-flavored Sprite topped with cold foam. Who knew ice-cold drinks could be so fire? 6 all-new drinks are here. Try them all, now at McDonald's. Refreshers contain caffeine.
This episode is brought to you by Netflix. The Four Seasons is back for Season 2, starring Tina Fey, Will Forte, Coleman Domingo, Marco Calvani, Carrie Kenny Silver, and Erica Henningsen. After a difficult year, your favorite group of friends continues their tradition of vacationing together, now with a baby in tow. From the Jersey Shore to upstate New York and Italy, their getaways are sure to take unexpected turns where comedy ensues. Watch The Four Seasons May 28th, only on Netflix.
And then the song just ends, you know? Like, there's no bridge. There's no nothing to make this song feel complete. This song is over in an instant. I mean, like, at least, you know, the rock music song, the first single, at least that had a cool beat. At least the guitar instrumental actually sounded really good. At least there was moments where, you know, that cool glitch effect, like there was something to make the song stand out. What the fuck does anything stand out from here? This shit honestly is making me a little bit worried about this album, because I feel like this album is going to be the exact same thing I just said. Artists saying, hey, we're going to try something new. We're going to do a new genre. And then I'm going to get into the album and it's going to be the same fucking shit, just to make the same fucking music. Why even do this whole fucking big thing about you're switching it up when I just listened to Spring Summer 26 and that shit sounds generic, boring, and basic as fuck? What's the point? So overall, when we talk about Charli xcx Spring Summer 26, really basic instrumental. Didn't really enjoy it that much. I mean, beginning verse was pretty good. Really good vocal performance with the hook. Second verse is definitely lacking, and this song just overall feels a little bit too empty to me. So overall, I will easily give this song a 4 out of 10. 4 out of 10, guys. What y'all think about it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? I don't know. Let me know. If you're on YouTube, Spotify, Pandora, wherever you get your podcast at, make sure you follow, turn on notifications, guys. We're dropping new content every single day, and I'll see you later. Have a good one. Yeah, guys.